Aya Wilson draws attention after Beyoncé makes decision involving Lewis Hamilton. The Lewis Hamilton, Ferrari link-up hasn't exactly been the fairy tale fans had pictured. Race after race, Hamilton has found himself fighting the car more than the competition, and the Las Vegas GP was no different. A brutal qualifying session pushed the seven-time world champion, if we're being honest, all the way down to P20. But if there's one thing Lewis Hamilton will always command, it's star power. Vegas lit up with celebrities cheering him on, and among them was none other than Beyoncé, and she even had her own little moment with Aya Wilson. Beyoncé showed up in full racing gear, a white leather, zip-up bodysuit with black and red detailing, proving you don't need to be behind the wheel to look the part. The 44-year-old superstar made a rare public appearance, with Jay-Z as the two pulled up to support Lewis Hamilton at one of the final F1 races of the season. As Beyoncé and Jay-Z made their way to take a Pirelli hot lap around the Vegas track with Lewis Hamilton, a now-viral video captured a wholesome moment, Beyoncé sharing a warm hug with Aya Wilson right before stepping onto the circuit to meet Lewis. Of course, Aya was going to pull up to a race in Vegas. She's basically the city's most beloved athlete at this point after everything she's done with the Aces, so her popping up at the Grand Prix felt natural. And fans absolutely loved seeing two icons from two different worlds sharing a quick hug and conversation. Here are some of those fan reactions from social media. Fans react to Aya Wilson meeting Beyoncé. Aya Wilson wasn't in Vegas just to catch up with Beyoncé or cheer on Lewis Hamilton and the rest of the grid. She was also there on business. Wilson showed up in a green Gatorade varsity jacket to take part in a few brand activations, including attending the final race of the F1 Academy, a female-only single-seater series created by Formula One to help develop and prepare young women for the path to F1. She was spotted waving the checkered flag for the F1 Academy race, and from that moment, fans were desperate for her to meet the singer-songwriter. "Hi at F1, please, 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 we need a Beyoncé x Aya Wilson crossover," one fan wrote, not knowing their wish was about to come true. Another fan quickly pointed out that the meetup actually did happen. They shared the viral video of the two icons hugging and chatting before Jay-Z and Beyoncé headed out for their hot lap around the circuit, with the caption, "It happened, boo." Watching the reigning WNBA MVP link up with the MVPs of the R&B and hip-hop world was a moment fans won't forget anytime soon. Aya Wilson's love for motorsport isn't anything new. Remember her entrance at the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game, when she pulled up in a full motorsport-inspired fit, the loose jersey top paired with those black, white, and red knee-high heeled leather boots that had everyone talking? She brought that same energy to the Vegas GP. This time, her dark, full-sleeve racing-inspired jumpsuit had people turning their heads again. One fan even summed it up perfectly, saying, "She got a stylist face with open mouth dashing away." While Aya and her fits seem to dominate headlines every single time she steps out, fans were also busy calling her the queen of the city. One fan wrote, "The true face of the WNBA. I don't care what anyone thinks or says." And it's hard to argue with that. Aya Wilson has redefined the sport year after year. She's already delivered 3 championships to the Sin City franchise and stacked up 4 WNBA MVPs and 2 Finals MVPs along the way. At this point, calling her the face of Vegas feels like an understatement, especially after what she did this season. The Aces had lost 7 of their first 12 games this season, but they rallied behind a 16-game winning streak to reach the playoffs and dominate the rest of the way to claim their 3rd championship in 4 years, all thanks to their MVP. Wilson averaged 23.4 points and 10.2 rebounds and became the first player in WNBA history to pull off the rare trifecta of MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. So when fans flood her comments with "GOAT, GOAT, GOAT," they're not exaggerating. She's very much the modern-day GOAT of women's basketball. With free agency right around the corner, Aya will technically be on the market, but it's almost impossible to picture her anywhere else. The Aces will do everything in their power to keep their superstar center in Vegas, and the entire city will be hoping they don't lose their queen anytime soon.